a little bit about the book. So, I'm so sorry, but I'm a little bit here and there. I think what captured me most was the title, right? No Time to Mourn. And the no has like a strike through it. And for me, that just reflected like, you know, everyday life. We are hustling, we're bustling. I'm sure some of you guys are coming back from work. Life is just busy and there's just no time to stop, to breathe, and to just catch up with yourself and be like, am I okay? Like, everybody's going through losses, everybody's not even like just death losses, but you know, losing yourself, losing jobs, losing, you know, there's just a lot happening in life. That too. So I think this evening is quite important to just, it's not just about Thandi's book. I think the whole idea of the book is to pull you towards yourself. It's for you to see yourself. It's holding up a mirror to all of your wounds and giving you space to feel all of that tonight. Doesn't matter who's here, who's next to you, who's looking at you, just give yourself that space and be like, today I'm just letting everything go. I'm leaving everything here. Monday is gonna come again. There's gonna be more deadlines, there's gonna be more news, there's gonna be more everything. So just give yourself this time and this space and be graceful towards yourselves, you know?
There's a meeting at sea. All that has been buried yearns to step at the shore of your face. The waters have spread beyond the horizon of your eyes. There is no more room left to keep them here, the tears. Therefore, take your hands and cover your face. Summon your knees to the ground and go beneath. Go deeper. Go lower. Draw your breath and go lower today. Dear Father, you have taken me from deeper waters, given me warmth and kept me safe. You have given me the grace for the least I have deserved. I cannot begin to fathom how grateful I am for your favor that you have reserved for me. Thank you for the gift of writing. Thank you for everything. What a blessing it is to be loved by you. What a blessing it is that you have altered my life in such a remarkable way. You are great, Father. May you bless these hands that hold this book. May you grant them all the love and the healing, not forgetting their heart's desires. In your holy name, I pray. Amen. Good evening. Ah, man. I'm so in awe. Like, I have no words. I'm so speechless. I'm seeing new faces, old faces, faces from Johannesburg. What? Can we give a snap? Everyone looks so gorgeous tonight. Thank you. Okay, so what? That's my designer. So can you stand up? She's like, can you fix this thing? Okay, don't worry, I'm not mad at you. She's looking out for me. Okay. Welcome to the book launch of Time to Mourn, No Time to Mourn. However you view it, we'll dig into that when we have our discussion later on. But I am so happy to have everyone here. You guys are going to choose a piece in this book, number from 12 to 129. Yomi, don't look at your book. In fact, I'm not going to choose you. Random number from 12 to 129, and I'll read that out. Can I get your name first? Afiga, 25. Okay, so it's 2 pages of like the same poem, so I'm gonna read it from the start, from 24. So this one does not have a title on my test print, but I think on my main print there is a title. So we'll leave it at no title because, yeah. Again, we sit silently waiting for either of us to burst. Our egos are resting high, preventing us from being vulnerable with each other. We've achieved so much together, yet we find the need to suppress our weaknesses as though we don't know what bitter tastes like, as though we haven't seen a dream come and go back to its origin. And all over again, we repeat the cycle that we have convinced ourselves to break. I repeat, we've achieved so much together, yet we have the nerve to not help each other with the baggage we carry, as though we have never carried heavier things before, as though our backs have never been broken before. How could we ever take for granted the mercy that others never got? How can we suddenly decide that our crosses are too heavy for the both of us? Way back, we were joined force. Remember, my love? We were those superheroes who could never be defeated. Our spirits had zeal. And now and tomorrow, we sit to try to figure out where exactly we went wrong. The title is called Love Lost, by the way. Yeah. Love Lost. You know, when you have a lover, and then, yes, I'm going to speak like this because my mom is sitting here, so I mustn't say, you know, when you have a lover. You know when you have a lover. and things don't really like turn out the way you saw it to be, because sometimes as a people we have this image that, okay, this is where we're gonna get to, and we don't. So this is like a love lost poem, and you know, we revisit like what the real relationship was about. Okay, the next piece is for my mother. Can she please stand on stage with me? Isn't she sexy? She's gonna hold my hand. Okay. Mama, I hope you always know that you'll never have to bear any agony while I'm still here. You are so deserving of a love that is flawless. You are deserving of a love that is built outside of the walls of this earth. A love that knows no boundaries. A love that seeks you forever. As you are made of things that last. You are created in such a majestic way. You're magic. And you'll always be out of this world. I love you always.
Oh, dolindela ngomso namhlanje ngenjongo iba nenjongo yokuphila phila 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 umzingi sakanashwa wokhulunyathele phefumlo wam uyaphiliswa ubomi ngumzamo phila phila
Ndiboni bilo yaka ibuhlungu Gidiboni bilo yaka ibuhlungu Gidiboni bilo yaka ibuhlungu Gidiboni bilo yaka ibuhlungu Ungsiye morao Oh Gidiboni Ungsiye morao Oh Gidiboni bilo yaka ibuhlungu Gidiboni bilo yaka ibuhlungu. Your passing shocked me, Khulu. I didn't expect it to be so soon. Your eyes shut down before I could dress them with tears of joy. I didn't cry at your funeral because I knew it was not what you wished. After your spirit left your body, you kept appearing in my dreams to show that you were always with me. But then again, you left a void in my life that your spirit could not fill. You left at a time when I was still figuring out who I was. I was confused, but God knew why. And one day when I'm old and gray, I'm scared I might forget how you looked. I'm scared that I might be shaken by the disorders that have dominated my mind. Because I've been trying to do this coping and hoping thing for a very long time. It has been 7 years and I can never get used to your departure. Because your love has imprinted a mark that will live longer than the flesh itself. Your help has given me the courage to serve God even in times of pain. I remember when you would sing while doing the laundry. Now all I hear is the wind whistling blues to the heartbroken. All that has been happening is ground breaking and earth shaking. It has taken me 4 years to write you this poem. The courage for me to perform only showed up when the audience left. You are our peace. You are our happiness. Your absence is heartfelt. Your presence is much needed like water. And I can never fathom how thirsty I'll be tomorrow and tomorrow again. I can never fathom how thirsty I'll be tomorrow and tomorrow again. The question is, what is your memorable experience with water?
So my memory is a funny but kind of traumatic, but it's not traumatic to me, but it might sound so. So I almost drowned when I was 4.
Same.
But like the way I remember it is not traumatic to me. We had a swimming pool, and my sister and I, who's here, we were playing around, and then we were just like going around the sprinkler. And then I had the bright idea to let's close our eyes and run around the sprinkler. And she didn't, but I did. And so I slipped to the deep end. And the pool actually at the time wasn't clean, so it was like green with algae. And so I was there like swallowing the algae water. And side note, when we were younger, when we used to get baths, they would pick us up into the towel and then we like wriggle our legs, and we used to call it injobalaza. So when I came up, and you know I was saved now, right? So they got the water out. So I was like, yo, dance injobalaza. So I was like, dance injobalaza. And it's not traumatic to me because that's what I remember really. I don't remember like actually just trying to survive. But also I had a great aunt who loved me to bits and pieces. And she couldn't swim and she jumped.
Oh,
Auntie. To come save me. And so we both had to be saved, and it was just...
You need to go, Jesus!
But for me, it's kind of a great memory. Like when I think of her now, you know, she's since passed. But yeah, I just think of it and like it's a great memory for me actually. Even though I think for my mother it was quite scary.
Can redeem. Life is an art. You have a part that's yours to play. Come, show us your dreams. Life needs your hand to do what you can in your own way. I'm casting my life on your river as it tumbles along to the sea. On the ribbon of stars to the giver. It's all of you, it's all of me. Come, love can redeem. Life is an art. You have a part that's yours to play. Come, show us your dreams. Life needs your hand.
So my memory is actually from last year. So my friends and I went on a trip. It was my 30th birthday. We were like, yeah, you know, blessings, yes. So we went on a nice beach holiday and we got to go snorkeling. So obviously in and of itself, that's amazing already. And I just remember, I think someone said like when you're underwater, it was actually part of your poem, when you're underwater, you can't breathe. And that's always been something, yes, I can swim and whatever, but that's something I've always struggled with is I really struggled to hold my breath. And when I was snorkeling, it was like that thing in your mind where you're like, you have to let it go. Don't hold your breath. You have to keep breathing. So, okay, so we're processing. And while I'm teaching my brain and my body to just keep breathing, I'm watching ocean life pass right in front of me. And watching these different creatures swimming in unison. They have this beautiful rhythm and they know where to go. They know how to move along the tide. And they just navigating so beautifully. And it was just such a good reminder that sometimes we look at the water and the ocean far away from us and you don't think much of it. But when you see it in its depths, you start to realize how much life there is within it. And just how much bigger that is than us. Those fish were so small, but they were doing something I could never do, which is breathing underwater. And I just had so much appreciation for anything that is not human.
It's also a reason why I have a water experience as well. So I was in the Eastern Cape, and abandwana baseKapa, we're just exploring, right? And we went to this waterfall where apparently no one is supposed to go, right? Yeah, so we just experimenting, and the water just kept calling me in because it was so beautiful. And then I went in. Well, we were passing by, so but there was like it's fine. But one thing happened is that I tripped, and then I went with the waterfall. So I went.
With the
and
waterfall?
at the tip, as I'm about to fall, and then as I fell, I called on God, and then something hooked me. Something hooked my leg. Because I was just like, yo, God, is this how you're going to make me die? Just like that. What a weak death, you know? Is it supposed to end like this? And then something hooked me. But what surprised me about something hooking me is that now I'm looking at my sisters. Apparently they were saying that I was laughing the entire time. I can't remember, you know? And then one of our... Yeah, apparently it happens that you laugh. And then our neighbor, she doesn't know how to swim as well, but she was just like, oh, you know, that's my mom, you know? So I have to save her.
You have to call your mom.
For some reason, she had strength, and then she just went as well because she took the opportunity of me being hooked. And then she just pulled me out. And then I think ever since we were just praying, we were just singing church songs on our way home. And then even when we got home, my grandma was like, "Nenzendoni pa, like, kwenzegendoni pa," you know, because something could tell me that, you know, but I prayed to God and he said that you guys will be fine. But please don't ever do that again, you know? So that's my experience.
Oh, wow. I think I don't have to be here anymore. Like, I can just give you guys the mic and, you know, you can go on with the show and the launch itself. Oh, Z, that was such a beautiful way to share your experience.
So I just want you to let us in to who you are and what brought you here. Thank you.
Such a gentleman, Jason. Who is Thandi? I'm just a girl who grew up in Montana with other human beings. I like coffee. I really like coffee. Guys, I can't... I think, okay, this is where it comes from. Now I'll tell you a story where it comes from. So, like, my dad always used to wake me up to make him coffee, and I never understood why must I make him coffee. I must wake up, make him coffee. And I found myself really tired in the entire process, you know, even though it was like a routine. So in me making him coffee, I made myself coffee, and I was like, hey, I understand, I get it. So that's how I became a coffee lover. I like writing poetry with no real rhymes, or it's not a haiku, or no, it's just, I suppose, storytelling and just being true to self. I played basketball, like, way. Yes, I started. I started playing basketball, wow, at a very young age. And also, like, what else? I went provincials and national. Yes! I went to Vids. Some of my former teammates are sitting at the back, actually. Woo! All the way from Johannesburg. What else? Guys, I'm just a girl. Like, honestly, I won't say there are many things to say about me. I love people. I really love people. I love smiling. Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
Okay, so I just want us to touch on, you said that in your writing, you are very, like, you don't look for rhymes. And, like, while I was reading the book and when I've been listening to your work, you perform, that's what I've noticed, right? Your tone is very conversational. It's like, when I'm reading, ingati, we're having a conversation, and it's nothing, you know, when poets are like, yeah, we are here. With you, it's just, yo, this is how I'm feeling. And in that, it forces someone else to be like, oh, I'm actually feeling the same, or my feelings are parallel to what you're feeling as well. So I think that's one thing I really love about your writing. You're not talking at people. You're not showing off this gift that you've been given. You're like, yo, this is what I have to offer at the table. So yeah, I really like that about your writing.
Thank you.
All right, so just going into the writing itself, I know, I don't know if I was in first year or you were in first year, but somewhere along those lines, and you were like, you're writing a book, right? I can't remember the title at that time. I really can't.
Yeah, I think as a writer, you go through these phases where you're like, I'm writing a book. So I had a whole manuscript. I think it was called... something about seeds, guys. Honestly speaking, don't underestimate the seed. Something like that. Sounds deep at the time. And I had this whole manuscript. And I was just like, no, we're not doing this. So I scrapped it off and I was like, it's chilling somewhere. I don't know where. Somewhere in, I think, iCloud or whatsoever. So maybe that would be the first piece or first manuscript I've written. But this is a whole different one I've written from scratch since last year. And just obviously, you know, taking time to put in the work, you know, every time I can. You know, guys work corporate and don't. It's tough too, you know, but yeah.
What is most interesting to me is the title, No Time to Mourn. I want to know how it came about, why you chose that name, how it came about to you, and why is the no a no?
Okay. So the entire book is inspired by, you know, grief experiences. So there was a time, especially during COVID, but I had so many family members passing on, friends passing on, young friends, and people having, you know, liver failures at a really young age. Just so much grief, you know. And at the time, it was during COVID, so we're facing a pandemic. We need to worry about things like we need to sanitize the bread and things like that. And people are... guys, even like my mom made us sanitize chappies too. Like, you know, buy chappies, you must sanitize that thing. So, like being in that space where so much grief was happening, and I think what hurt the most and for me was that, you know, all these passings, you know, in my family and around my friends, and like they were not COVID related. They were outside of COVID. And I took a hard knock and I really just buried myself in paper and pen. and I wrote. And not really giving myself room to actually mourn, the crying, the therapy and things like that. And the whole mindset behind that there's no time to mourn. I'm at school, I need to finish this, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to focus on this, I need to focus on that. So there was no time to mourn. But then grief catches up with you. And this is the essence of the book, is to remind you that you need to give yourself that time. Whether it's been 10 years, 20 years, or 15 years, 50 years, it doesn't matter. Because one thing, we are here, we are all breathing, next thing you're not breathing. That's so traumatic. And with trauma and grief and things like that, it stays so much in the body. It stays in the body. I don't know if you guys know of, is it trauma therapy, something like that, where they focus on the body and they release the trauma in the body. And you see these people scream and you're like, there's so much pain in your body, you know. I don't know if you go to a massage, you can feel so tender afterwards. Sometimes that can be trauma, apart from muscle pain. So, it took that realization of, you know what, I need to make time to mourn. So I went from no time to mourn to actually time to mourn.
Tata, uthini ukuphila? Isekuko oku bendikuthandazela usombawo ndicele andiphilisele wena. Ndikhala ndinqwenela ukuva isingqi sakhe kweli gumbi liyintliziyo suke undithuthuzele sisingqala sikhatshwa nayintiyo. Tata, kuthini ukonzakala? Qho xa ndiphefumla ndiyathunakala, ndibanxeba ndiqhelekile emphefumlweni, xheshikweni ndiva ndisindwa zingxuba kaxaka ezisemagxalabeni yangathi yintsomi endibonisa umdali emaphupheni, umhlaba emhlabeni. Uthulu eluthulini wawalandela lo mazwi. Umhlaba wabekwa kuwe esifubeni. Kubuhlungu tata, kodwa ndiyathemba ufike kakuhle ekhaya. Ndabezitha nontanda kuphakanyiswa qunta ndonakele bhele, wandifundisa ukuzithutha, wandishiya ungandifundisi ukuba kwenziwa njani xa kufuneke ndizibeke ndizandlale. Ndiyakuva uthi mandomelele ndizimele. Njani kodwa ndizimele bhele? Kuthini ukuthunakala? Kuyaqaqamba bathi mandiqine kodwa ndiziva ndilibhetyebhetye. Ndicacisele, ndenza njani xa ndithunakala? Xa ndithunakala wena uthi qina ntombi emnyama, mna ndiyahlulakala. Uxolo tata, kubuhlungu, ndiziva nentywila kwiinkedama ezinameva. Kubuhlungu, ndiziva ndintywila kwidama elinameva. Ndiziva ndintywila kwidama elinameva. Ndiziva ndintywila. Uthini ukwenzakala? Nqanda Thandiwe, nqanda.
Bathini Musani ukuhleka bafowethu umthetho wami ngithanda izinto ezinhle manje inkinga yazo zisuke zithatha isikhathi manje nesikhathi suke sithathe mina bese nina nihlulo ukubona phakathi kwesikhathi nobumina awu kanti ngokuhamba kukodwa singafunda okuningi kangaka uma lokhu engikufundiswe indlela kuyiqiniso kushuthi ukuhlala ndawonye kuyisijeziso ngihambe kakhulu ngihamba ngihleka ngedwa ngihamba ngikhala ngedwa ngaze ngathatha isinqumo sami ngedwa ngelinye ilanga ngiyophephuka ngiphephuke nomoya oya ezweni elingaphesheya kwezilwandle ngifike ngiphumele phandle ngizithulele ngingaphinde nginibhalele athi kumina sengiyalazi ikhasi ovame ukudlala uma inhliziyo yakho ike yaqala yalimala Sibusiso uyalibala ukuthi ngakuxolela ngenkathi ujubala lokuqala ungilindisa ubala manje ke wabala Sibusiso ufunani la bakwenzeni le uyabona sekukhulumani la akusakhulumi wena la sekukhuluma omunye umuntu engamazi la kodwa mina Sibusiso ngakukhuza ngalamantombazane nokuphuza danisa ngakubuza ukuthi lesiphiwo sakhe sibiza abantu abakude kangaka uyothini masebexaka uyobusakwazini ukubona abantu abakuthanda ngempela kuleyo nqaka wavuka ngolaka Sibusiso Themba lami bakwenzeni akuwena lona nondeni ngikubona emehlweni noma ungathi awushintshile kodwa kuningi okungasafani nasekuqaleni phela sengiyalazi ikhasi ovame ukudlala uma inhliziyo yakho ike yaqala yalimala kodwa lelo dlana namhlanje Sibusiso qala ngqa ukulibona ungangikhaleli futhi mina ngoba ngakukhuza ngokubhala imibhalo ekhuluma nezinhliziyo zabantu engabazi labantu ongabazi babona abanye abantu kuwena ongabazi ngakho ke uzungathuka uma usezinkingeni ngoba danisa ngakukhuza ngase ngiyakubuza ukuthi uyokwazi na ukubona zonke lezi nyoko uma sezibuza zange wangiphendula danisa mina wangiqabuza kodwa Sibusiso mina ngakukhuza ngase ngiyakubuza ukuthi uyokwazi na ukuhluza phakathi kwenzondo nothando lwedlulele zange ungiphendule ngikhumbula kahle sithulele wena kusiba abantu abakulimazile ile mkhonto imibhalo yakho ekugwazile ngakho ke musa nje uqala ngoba sengiyalazi ikhasi ovame ukudlala uma inhliziyo yakho ike yaqala yalimala kodwa lelo dlana namhlanje Sibusiso ngiyaqala ngqa ukulibona hawu kanti ngokuhamba kukodwa asigcini ngokubona kodwa ngokubona sesikhetha ukuhamba manje inkinga yazo zisuke zithatha isikhathi manje nesikhathi sisuke sithathe mina bese nina niyahlula ukubona phakathi kwesikhathi nobumina yabo
little coins together. We were like, wait, me, I'm doing my job. We were just like, you know, for the queen of generosity in our clique. You deserve it all. We will not be broke because it's Thandi. We love you. We love you. We are so proud of you. We are so proud of you. Guys, show her the frame. Look at the frame. Show the audience. Show the audience. Show the audience, Kuma. That's on Yes. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll have Ukulu to wrap it up. Kulu.
Okay. Hi guys. Igama lami nguChulumanco. Thandi is my best friend. I am not going to speak long, otherwise it will end in tears. But we all just decided to do something Zandi and Vuyo got us together. They helped get us the contacts. And we just thought, you know what, with what we have, with what we have, let's get something for Thandi. And so we planned it, and this is what we got. And I don't know if you're gonna believe me, but this is the least we could do, but there's so much more that we wish we could do for you. There's so much more time we wish we could give you. There's so much more effort we wish we could give you. But at this moment, this is what we could now. And it's just crazy to me. But what we really wanted to say is thank you. I've never ever seen anyone so willing to share and give themselves the way you do. You inspire me and you always push me to speak and share, and I still don't want to. I'm just that type of person. But that still means you're still inspiring. Every single day you put a piece out of you're just an open person. That's not easy. That's very difficult. I don't know how you do it, but you do it. And it's very inspiring. Thank you so much.